There are two well-documented barriers to encouraging transit ridership: the first mile last mile gap and the one-seat only rider. The recent emergence of shared mobility options have begun to offer solutions to the first mile last mile problem. New multimodal trip planning apps have allowed potential users to discover more options to bridge the first mile last mile gap by taking a user's origin and destination and returning several options that include a mixture of modes to reach their destination. These applications are already being pursued by a number of public and private organizations. However, these types of applications do not solve the variability in transferring between modes, feared by one-seat only riders. When a transfer is missed and wait times for the next train or bus are longer than a few minutes, riders may experience a significantly delayed trip. These delays result in a poor user experience, which may push them to seek other options. Less sustainable methods of travel are taken to avoid the delays and headache of planning for the uncertainty of the transfer. By applying the noblest pieces of 8 system, the different autonomous or non-autonomous transit modes could quickly share information, build trust, and coordinate plans to allow for smoother connections and more efficient travel. The Pieces of 8 system enables nearby connected machines to collectively plan actions with a level of earned trust. This interoperability permits heterogeneous machines to perform high-speed coordinated actions, which would otherwise be impossible without advanced knowledge of all the localized actions. The Pieces of 8 system supports a collective post-hoc accountability process to assess the reliability of each individual machine to act faithfully in accordance with collectively optimized actions. An individual machine therefore establishes a track record of earned trust within the Pieces of 8 system, secured using a blockchain. While the initial focus of the Pieces of 8 system was on the interaction of autonomous devices, such as personal vehicles, it can easily be applied to the back end of a multimodal trip planning application to encourage more sustainable, efficient travel using mass transit options. For example, using Pieces of 8, a city bus could alert a multi-city commuter bus that will arrive at the station 2 minutes after scheduled departure time, but has 10 riders who need to take the commuter bus. The city bus can then pay a small crypto fee to hold the commuter bus until it arrives, allowing the riders to make their connection. Another example could be a single rider using a rideshare vehicle to get to a train station. If the vehicle cannot hold the train and arrives late, it could quickly be rerouted to a meetup point to create a carpool group with other travelers who missed the connection, allowing all users to complete their trip in the most sustainable way possible. This could all happen instantaneously, without any human intervention. Trust scores derived from an open blockchain would allow each mode to know that the information being received is accurate and trustworthy. The benefits of this are twofold. First, to ensure higher efficiency and more complicated orchestration between the different modes of transportation. Second, the application can be built to prefer higher trusted machines, incentivizing cooperative behavior among providers. To further incentivize sustainable travel, the Pieces of 8 auction system could be extended to allow for an additional societal benefit coin, which would allow for emergency vehicles, buses, and other forms of mass transit that have a recognized social benefit to pay for roadway priority without having to compete against personal vehicles. The existing sealed bid auction system can be split into 2 levels. First, an auction using societal benefit coins, and then an auction using the regular Pieces of 8 coins. In this way, vehicles serving a societal benefit would automatically get priority over vehicles that do not, regardless of what the other vehicles are willing to bid. This can allow for a municipality to quickly set up bus rapid transit lines without building any additional infrastructure. Buses would be able to use the societal benefit coin to pay for priority along their route, ensuring faster, smoother trips. Commuters would have quicker trips without paying for the priority themselves. Pieces of 8 can reduce friction in transit-oriented travel that often leads to commuters taking less sustainable options. The Pieces of 8 earned trust distributed ledger system ensures that all parties can operate within the system fairly and equitably. From providing infrastructure-free prioritization for transit to coordinating modal transfers efficiently, Pieces of 8 can make it easier for commuters to choose sustainable travel options without additional costs to municipalities.